That's key on these kind of tracks, is to run in, to really hit the deck hard. Then you get in, then you get out of it what you want. A little bit of low bounce. Some of them just went through the top. Even a bit of seam movement there, which we didn't expect. But that's what happens when you really hit the wicket hard. We saw Dale not clocking in below 144, 145. Same with Mornay. So it's intent that did exactly that, and lots of aggression. So credit to the motors once again.
Did the pitch change in character anyway as it sort of got to dusk and darkness?
I said in the presentation it's not the worst toss to lose, but at the end of the day we played a hell of a lot better cricket than they did today. I thought there was it got a little bit dry, so a little bit inconsistent bounce, which was there in the first innings as well. But I thought our bowlers hit the deck harder and probably just got it out of the wicket.
Mona, is that the best you've bowled this season?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm very pleased with my performance tonight. I've started off slowly this season, and but I knew in the back of my mind, special performance was around the corner. And tonight on AB's debut as captain, close friend of mine, it's a special feeling, and not that that's for the team as well, to put in a good performance. But like AB said, I'm just one bowler from one end. I think we bowled well as a unit tonight. I need to give a lot of credit to Lopsy. It makes my life easier as well. And with Dale coming back in, and Aldi and Robbie P. So I think as a unit, we had simple and plans tonight that we wanted to execute, and I think we've done that very, very well.
You bowled well at Newlands in the last test without a lot of luck. Did that sort of give you confidence as well going into this one-day series?
Yeah, for me, the main thing was just to get some overs in my belt and get that consistency going. And like I said, I've been feeling good at training and feeling good at Newlands. And I knew that special spell was around the corner. And it's always nice for me in one-day cricket, when the atmosphere is there. And I'm not saying something test cricket, but tonight in the lights, to run in with the on the board, it's quite special to run in with the team.
Abby, it's one thing to think about the captaincy and to talk about the captaincy, but now you've actually done it. Is it more difficult than you thought it would be? Or I know it was a different kind of game tonight, but how do you feel now?
It wasn't the test I was hoping for, because we played really well. I know the hardest time is still coming. I wasn't tested at all tonight. It was all attack right from the beginning to the end. So it was quite easy. That's the easiest way I think of captaining the side. My real test will come when we're under pressure, when the team's really chasing well or setting a big total. That's when things start happening really fast, bowling changes and power plays and all sorts. Tonight was really easy, but I know it's going to get a lot harder, and I'm prepared for that.
Amy, you spoke about yesterday at least, about the attacking that game-breaking situation. The way you attacked the power plays and the way you came out yourself, was that in tune with that theory?
Yeah, like we touched on before, I've got Graham and Jar close to me there, helping me out here and there, but I did go with a bit of flair tonight. Once again, the bowlers made the job very easy. It's a hell of a easy when you got a power play and at the same time you're having 4 catches. So it makes it easy, and we identified the situation. It was a game-breaking situation for the first 10 overs. We knew we got a strike with a new ball. I asked the guys to run in really hard, and they did that. We had the catches in from the start, and it paid off.
I'm talking more in terms of the batting. You got 37 and 35 in the power plays, and also the way you came out to bat. The batting wise.
Batting-wise, I really had a feeling when I came in that he was going to get a lot tougher, from 40 till 50, and I know Malinga was coming back with another 3 overs, and I just felt I was hitting it really well and decided to take it on. But that's exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, Ash and I identified the situation. I asked him to bat through or as deep as possible, and I was going to take it on a bit, and luckily for me it paid off today.
Maybe you can just talk about sort of playing here at Paarl. It's the first time you guys have been here for a long time. Did you enjoy it? And I know it was a bit hot in the beginning there, but did you guys enjoy playing in front of that crowd?
That's the thing I was happiest about winning the toss, knowing that we didn't have to go and field in the sun for 50 overs. It was really hot, but a great vibe, a wonderful atmosphere. I think it was a sellout. We weren't expecting that, so it's great to see the people coming out here. It's always nice playing in the smaller cities and around the country, and to see the support makes things a lot easier when you're away from South Africa, to know that people are really behind you. And you get a vibe of that when you're playing cities like this, or towns like this.
Maybe do cities like Paarl, or towns like Paarl, Kimberley, sort of help in your longer term planning for this summer? I mean, you're obviously playing a T20 tournament in Sri Lanka, going to New Zealand, where it's also a little bit sort of slower and lower, perhaps. Is this part of a sort of a, maybe unintentional anyway, but is it useful to you that you're playing in conditions like this at the end of our summer?
I won't say the wicked side, I like that, but what I will say is the unexpectedness of the new places. We haven't played there for so long. At East London and places like Paarl, so we don't know what to expect, and that's the nice thing. You get there and all of a sudden there's a bit of bounce or a bit of turn and it's low. So the nice thing is we've got to learn to adapt, and that's exactly what we did today. The boys adapted really well. We communicated extremely well. We got messages out from the middle, from the start right through to the end, knowing what total we're looking at and stuff like that. So that's key when you're touring away from South Africa and places like Sri Lanka and India. You've got to adapt really quickly, be on your feet, quick on your feet. Thinking wise, and we did that today. So yeah, it's a good test. I won't say the wickets are exactly like overseas, but it's a good way of learning how to adapt.
Maybe just a word on Hashim. Obviously, at Villiers, he started a bit slowly and then got better as he went along. What do you think of his performance?
He's a rocker. We made a little joke before we started. He congratulated me on my first game as captain, and I said, yeah, thank you very much. You'll make it a lot easier if you score 100. And we both laughed, and yeah, Hash obviously took it straight to his head. Yeah, he's an amazing player. Hash is consistent. Well, he's been consistent so many years now, and it's amazing to know that he's still young. He's not an old guy, so hopefully many years to come.
Is he going to be off from after the second test or his ODI?
We haven't decided on that yet. It depends on a lot of things, but for now he's with us for a while. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. The doctors obviously plays a part with Doc Moose, and we'll make a call together after. Well, obviously I'd like to use him for as long as possible, but yeah, family comes first.
Maybe were you a bit surprised not to see Sri Lanka the ODI score up his 10th?
No, I'm not surprised. He's a wonderful player. I think his strike rate is probably a bit low. He doesn't look like a natural quick scorer, but he's an amazing player. They could have used him a lot tonight, I think.
Last one?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, gentlemen.
Good luck.